Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the stream. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to hang out. By now, probably almost everyone who would be watching this stream has also seen the recent article from Fantasy Flight that's up on my screen entitled "Jacking Out," which is announcing the end of Netrunner because official support for Netrunner because of the expiration of the license with Wizards of the Coast. So we need to talk about this because we've all got a lot of feelings. We all invest a ton of money, time, energy into this game, and I wanted to kind of share my thoughts and talk about it a little bit. And just kind of dig in a little bit into my feelings, which I'm going to start with the disclaimer. My feelings should not be considered anyone else's feelings, or in no way am I attempting to represent what I'm going to say as this is the correct way to feel about what's happening. Balder, you can't get into my lap right now. Nice. Thank you, Swifty. So I want to talk to a little bit about what's happening. So, I think it's first, if we're discussing something like this, an announcement like this, where, Netrunner official support for Netrunner is functionally ending in September of this year. I think it's important to discuss the fact that while we shouldn't be naive about the game and, the game without the support of FFG, the game is more than the cards, and never has that been more true than in any tabletop game I've ever played than Netrunner. I've never been a part of any community that is as active as the Netrunner community, that is as involved with each other besides the game as Netrunner, or I've never been in a community where people made as much fan art, fan cards, their own modules, for a community of our size, we have a ton going on well beyond the actual cards and releases themselves. And I think as much as this is going to be awful, we've already started doing that, right? We had periods of time where FFG didn't have good prize supports or had these months and months long deserts, and we've stepped up and people already run tournaments with prize support that's better than what comes in the kits. So I think the message that I'm trying to take away is Netrunner is not going to end as long as there's people who are willing to run tournaments, and people who are willing to make great prizes, and people who are willing to drive to or hop on a train or whatever to play Netrunner with their friends. The real danger, the real thing that everybody's talking about is what happens when the game starts getting stale and we don't have any new cards. So there's the meta is completely solved. And, I don't have a good answer for that yet. And there's a lot of different options that people are discussing on how we might fix that, vis-a-vis different formats, designing our own cards, creating new restricted lists, creating, periodic rotations where, we're using core sets and then these 2 cycles. And then the next quarter we're using core sets in these 2 cycles. There's a lot of permutations that we can use to solve that problem. I think the bigger thing to understand is the community has carried in most of what's great about Netrunner since the beginning. And that's not going to change. We bring the passion, we're bringing the organization, we're the ones who are, talking to our game store owners, we're the ones that are TOing regionals, we're the ones that are TOing game night kits and store championships, we're the ones doing charity tournaments and making alt arts to add as prize incentives and doing fan tournaments. Like, all of this is stuff we do. And as long as we keep doing that, Netrunner is not going to die, right? We will find a way to keep the game fresh. And there's going to be a contraction, right? We will have a contraction once there are no fresh cards. But I'm going to keep playing, and I'm going to keep streaming. And we just need to keep bringing in what we've always brought in. And one thing that is kind of a light at the end of the tunnel for a lot of this is we can get away from a lot of mismanagement of like large scale events. You know, maybe Nationals doesn't have to be at a game convention where you have to also buy a ticket to that convention that you're going to end up wasting, right? Maybe these big events can just be Netrunner events. Maybe they can be held in venues where we'll be more comfortable, right? We're also unmoored from stores that want to support us, but maybe can't house us. So we have a lot of options, and we have a lot of potential here. But what it's going to mean, again, and this is just me talking, is we're going to need a lot more people who are willing to step up, organize, and do more than play, right? We're all going to have to, in our own ways and to the degree that we can, become stewards of the game and become promoters of the game. Because we're not going to have any FFG support, and we're not going to have any official tournament prizes. Yeah, I mean, okay, I gotta jump over to where I can actually see everybody's text. Give me 1 second. Because it's not gonna show up on the video. But anyway, yeah. I think we're gonna have to embrace proxies. I think we're going to have to do a bunch of different things to keep the game going. I think we're going to have to make like starter kits, whatever. We'll work on it, right? We can make these things available. But yeah, so I guess what I'm ultimately saying is we've brought in everything that's made Netrunner great, right? And we have the cards. The cards aren't going anywhere. And everything else that's made this community incredible is things that we've built and we've brought. FFG had very little to do with most of that. So we're going to continue doing that. And we've already got the organization. We already have our own space in Slack that's not managed by FFG in any way. We already have our way to play it online that's not managed by FFG in any way, right? We've taken a lot of the TO and organizational responsibilities away from FFG because we haven't ever really gotten a ton of support from them. So we already have the groundwork laid to build out our own fan-run premier circuit. So with that in mind, let's play some Netrunner. Let's get in there. I've been working on this very bad green deck, where I've taken a deck that did well at Euros and just made it demonstratively worse. But I'm enjoying it, so let's see how we do with it. But yeah. Yeah, we got to be positive. To me, there's no alternative, right? The alternative is we throw our cards in the trash right now, right? We've got one last Worlds, and then after that, we can run the game as we see fit. This is a good opener. Good luck, have fun. But yeah, that's why the title of this stream is The Friends We Made Along the Way, because what has poured out over the course of this weekend is that everybody is like, well, what am I going to do? I have all of my friends that I met through this game that, you know, I won't have an excuse to hang out with. Well, you know, Netrunner is the friends we made along the way. Like, people are not going to stop being friends. You know, maybe people eventually move on to a new game. Maybe people don't. Maybe people keep playing this like the way people keep playing Smash or Diablo 2 or anything else, right? Right. And that's a great point, Krankenstein. Like, there's some areas with vibrant metas that have never received good FFG prize support. I'll check that. Okay. Cool. I mean, there's nothing in here that I can't afford to lose, so let's do it. Yeah, I mean, the community has always been the ones that have been most involved, right? Like, King of Servers is like its own worlds, right? And we run that completely independently of FFG and completely independent of their prize support. Oh, now I have a chance to lose Aesops. That stinks. Well, I mean, we just have to, like, keep the game fresh, right? Like, that's, like, we have to cross that bridge when we get to it. There's no alternative. Where's David? Oh, crap, I hit the wrong thing. Nothing like breaking that for $2. And David goes back in, so it wasn't wasted. That feels good, right? But yeah, I mean, everybody just has to keep in mind that like we are the community. We're the people who decide if the game dies. FFG doesn't decide if the game dies. I have a feeling that that is the Philotic, but I don't know if I necessarily care. Yeah, it's a Philotic. You earned it, buddy. What did I lose? Clot? Okay, I don't care. Let's check HQ while the check-in's good and see if they use their MTI ability. Yeah, and I think... Now, Wizards of the Coast is never going to have another card game besides Magic. Alright, do we check that? I don't know if we do. Let's check HQ and see what happens. So now, We're getting set up here. Yeah, MTI seems really good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the logistics of anything about, like, reproducing the game, how we could do that legally. I'm sure people have done it. I know the Conquest community has stayed alive that way, but I couldn't begin to speak on how we might do that, just because that's not something that I am, I'm familiar with at all. Alright, we're just gonna money up here and get ready to get Degdir and Brahmin down off our turn. Alright, so let's draw. Let's draw again. Let's compile on server 2. And let's see what they get out. Do I not have like a nanotech in this deck? Oh no, I have a Fem. So this is gonna get a little wild. So we're gonna click on this. We're gonna go get David for Anansi. And then we are going to get Fem. Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of options as far as that stuff, and our never-ending David continues. Baltic, man, you gotta chill out. Yo, the game's not dead, A-Stocks. I hate the interaction of MTI and Anansi a lot. But we're still doing just fine, so I can't complain too much. MTI, the identity that we're playing against right now. But the nice thing is that means 2 of the Anansis are there. Alright, so we're going to pawn this cash. We need to have kind of a draw-up turn, which is fine. Well, yeah, we'll just fully draw up here. As long as a viral weaponization doesn't get scored, and the Philotic's already done, so we're in pretty good shape here. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true, but we can make new errata. You know, we can mix and match cycles to create new formats. You know, there's a lot of different options. I mean, Exile's never going to be good because, like, there's no... You'd have to add, like, 20 cards to make Exile good. Yeah, post-dead game... Yeah. Something like that. So we think that's the other viral weaponization. I'd like to draw a Flame Out. I'm pretty sure I put Flame Out in this yawn. I need to get Nanotech back in here. So I need 6 to break each of these. So that's 12. Yeah, I can do it. Right, I can do that. Let me just math it. Because it's 4 to get up to strength and 2 to break all the subs. So it's 6 and 6. And then I can even just take 1 of the net damage off of this. So we'll break. We'll say let fire, do 1 net damage. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna die. Frustrating. But at least all the viral weaponizations are gone. We can probably win with a good indexing. Nice. That's great, David. Yeah, I mean, I had a whole discussion at the beginning of the stream, Calpacil, about my thoughts on what's happening and how, you know, the best parts of this game have always been from the fans. So I think the game's going to be just fine. Big D Line 76, thank you very much for the follow. yeah, people in Twitch, if you want to follow, subscribe. We're going to have one last go this tournament season. Every little bit helps me improve. I'm going to be using a light box and studio lights for streaming, so we should have a no glare tournament, which would be nice. It's not don't worry about the future. It's don't behave like the game is ending, because the game isn't ending. Like the new cards is ending. Thank you, Hot Dog Man. Oh, thank God. Alright, I'm getting really sick of this shit. What did they bounce? Oh, Femme Fatale, whatever. Because you know what we're gonna do? Now would be the time to index, I would say. So let's get in there. And if we don't hit, we'll go get Amani. Yeah, I'm going to be getting a Netrunner tattoo, Kelfasil. I'm going to be getting a link, a stylized link symbol with a 2 to represent my wife and daughter. No agendas anywhere in there. Let's put the IPOs that they can't use in the front. Let's go get her and get rid of her. Alright, that means it's in HQ, I would say. And I'm also probably gonna get like a shaper symbol like here. And maybe I'm thinking about either getting a shaper symbol or an anarch symbol on my forum. I really don't want to have to go get that. It's the NGO anyway. Okay, let's go in. Let's go. Cancel. Alright. No, I can't do it that way. If that's not an agenda, next turn we should be able to win. Where the hell are the agendas? Well, we lost that one. Good game, I guess. MTI. MTI. Yeah, I mean, I thought about getting a piece of card art. Yeah, I mean, I really feel like we shouldn't be hanging our hopes on the game getting, like, picked up or, like, done by Wizards or us being able to buy the license. I feel like that is reaching for a continuation that we're not going to get. The outcome needs to be, how are we going to build out the game in a way where we're able to maintain it without the help of a company. Yeah, we have to count on ourselves here. I think it's very much so wishful thinking to think that we're gonna get FFG or Wizards or anybody else is gonna come to our rescue. I think we've gotta... Yeah, we'll put that on the remote, because that's usually good for those. Then we're just gonna keep on rocking. I feel like I need to get back into the lock mindset to play this game. I've been playing a lot of Freedom, and Freedom runs a lot. Like, a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not reacting to chat. Chat is moving much faster than normal, so I'm having a harder time keeping up with it. I really wish this David was in our deck instead of in the hand. I feel like I probably just gotta cut Flameouts. I feel like Flameout's a bit of a reach. But maybe it isn't if I'm using Compile, because I could bring stuff back out of the trash. But maybe then I need to go up to 3 Compile to really make it work. These are thoughts. But yeah, the game's not gonna die. At least not for a long while. The Conquest community in my local area is still active. And that's like, you know, lunacy to me. But they're doing their thing. Okay, so let's talk about our turn. What is our out here? So we've already got Code Gates covered. We really need a nanotech in this deck. Let's see if we can draw a Compile. We did not draw a Compile. So, can we in good conscience go for this? Let's go for it. Gotta try, right? Hey, thank you for the follow. All right. Let's keep it moving. Friend of the show and friend in real life, Lodger, aka Simon, who is hanging out and playing a lovely non-MTI game with me. MTI is a fine identity. I'm getting a little salty about that's the only thing I play in casual in casual ever. Ooh, the value punitive. Exciting. Yeah, you earned it, buddy. But I lose. Fem and sure gamble. Well, that doesn't feel great. But I can always just compile out. So, let's keep on trucking. Oh yeah, that's a neat idea, item finder. I hadn't thought of that. But that's mostly because I hate the Diva Breakers. Alright. So let's think about how we lose. That's what I'm going to keep working on. So we need to get set up. We need to set up our compile combo a little bit more. I'd like to have a Deg Deer. In the meantime, let's just get this cash down. Let's get one of the flameouts down and keep drawing. That was a bad turn order to have done that in. I should have done that in a much better order. Yeah, that's true, Krankenstein. Alright, I think a big part of our long-term survival here is our ability to keep his money low for big counterattacks. Oh man, I'd really like a Deg Deer. No dice? Can probably get rid of that misdirection. That misdirection's not gonna really come up. We have 2 Deg Deers. We just haven't come across it this game. That's fine. We also have not seen a copy of Compile. Hey! Brian Cassidy, aka 0 Hour. Have not seen you on the stream in a while. Thanks for coming by, man. I really appreciate it. It's nice to hang out. Alright. Come on, Dak. I believe in you. Hmm. So we got 2 out of 3. We don't have Fem anymore. That's somewhat problematic. We need to really get Fem on the board. Or get one of those down and pawn it. Just get $1. Man, this is some weird turns we're having. We did not. This is not the end. This is so completely not the end of this game. Okay. Come on. Okay, I might let him have it. Or at least see what he does with it. We can't get any of our MU. Ditch the other flame out. If he doesn't advance this more, we're gonna go get it. Alright. He's like, listen. If you want this, you're gonna have to come get it. Which is completely rad. But I want my fan sites, damn it. I think the flame outs are bad because we can't use them with Brahmin, which is the #1 target that we would want to use them with. So I think ultimately, as much as I was really excited for this idea, I don't think they're going to end up being a good fit. Because, like, this shit is happening. Okay. Alright. Let's go into HQ. Let's get one of these in the frickin' trash. You're not going to res anything? Okay, I'm still going to use this. Stack. Get Deg Deer. Piggyback Brahmin onto it. Break for nothing. Bump this up so it doesn't take up MU. Because the thing is we couldn't run. So we couldn't bump things up out of our deck. Now we can use the other compile to get Brahmin back in the deck. We're super rich, that's for sure. But yeah, I like this deck a lot. It's very tricksy. We also need to get Fem back on the board. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pawn this. We're gonna compile server 1. Oh, crap. Okay, so we're gonna click compile. We're gonna get Fem out. We're gonna get that out. And we're gonna put the... We're gonna put this in the trash. And we're gonna host this. Nope, that's the wrong one. Ah! Oh, forget it. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I think my freedom deck's better, as much as it pains me to say so. Alright, Alright, I just need to get a frickin' deck deer, like, permanently on the table, so I can do my shenanigans. Yeah, I think Flameout's bad. I think I gotta cut it. As interesting as it is, I don't think it works with anything that I'm trying to do. Okay, so let's draw. So if we compile out... Yeah, I think we're still fine. Let's see what's here first. Alright, here's where things are gonna get wild, kids. So, we compiled for one and sure gambled for the other. We'll put David back. And then we'll install that on there. All right. Look at that floating rig. All right. Screw this card. All right. We're just getting set up for this indexing that will hopefully eventually come. That's probably a Crisium, if we're being honest with ourselves, so I should probably deal with that. I should probably see to that. While we're just kind of putzing around, let's get both of these down. Let's see what gets rezzed on R&D. We gotta dig deep. So what we're gonna probably do here is we'll probably end up getting Sai out of the trash and piggybacking Imp onto it. Yep, that's what I thought. I mean, they can have $1 billion. Simon can have all the money in the world. It's probably not going to save him from this indexing. Oh, perfect. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We've got Hollywood renovation right on the top. We're gonna sack. We'll break there, because we'll still end at 7. Hey, Michael. Yeah, but that didn't include the fact that the things that were causing a lot of that innovation would all be redirected towards consumer goods instead of actual scientific leaps forward. Hey, Shens. Yep, Netrunner will have no official support very soon. But we're trying to stay positive, and we're working on different formats and things that we're going to use to try to keep it fresh. Let's do my... Let's do my Ghost Boy deck. Alright. This looks like a good one. We'll keep it. Actually, that wasn't a good hand. It's just got Corporate Grand in it. So hopefully we'll be able to leverage it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different options that we're discussing as things we might do. Alright. So let's go ahead and get Corporate Grant down. And let's start building for the future. I will siphon away all your cash. Alright, so we're going to just keep building out, and the pads will become some nice drip for us. Yeah, I mean, we can do all sorts of things. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be updating the game, but like almost all of the tournaments has been done by the fans anyway. Like all the best tournaments, all the best prize support is done by the fans already anyway. So, remote enforcement. Alright, I guess now's the time to see if we can just bully our way in there. We can... if we want to be real saucy about it, which we are. We just paid 4 credits for an inside job, but I feel no regrets. No regrets. Oh man, that's awesome. Hey, Pad Tap's finally coming through for us. I don't know. He could be on quantum predictive model, Maui, Chris. What? Okay. Alright, I mean, I guess we run HQ. Because we're probably gonna die here. See ya, Krankenstein. Yeah, the game's not gonna die. There's a 0% chance. Cool. Good game. Meat damage Asa. Was not expecting that. Yeah, I mean, we're all gonna have to pick up more fire to keep the game going. We're all gonna have to be more involved. The people who make alt arts for the game, the people who TO, you know, like people that we all know and love, like Spags and you know, Ben Terrell, and the people in your local metas, who's the person who's always TOing the game night kits. You know, you're going to need to chip in. You're going to need to compensate them if they're buying prize support. You know, you're going to need to expect to chip in more. You know, it's going to become, being a Netrunner player, we've always been good at being an active community that chips in, but we're all going to have to chip in more. And that's just how it's going to be if we want the game to keep going. This is pretty good. I'll keep this. Let's draw. Let's draw again. Let's put down Fall Guy and Pad Tap. Two things that cost us nothing to get down. Let's draw. Let's draw again. Let's get down two more things that don't cost us anything. Fall Guys. MVP. Alright, so let's look at the top. Data Raven, not unsurprising. Let's use a Fall Guy. That ain't bad. Alright, what we really need is some tech traders. Some tech traders are pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. Donations to JNet, to Netrunner DB are going to be super important going forward. I guess we gotta test the waters eventually on some of this ice. Tough but fair. Uh... I haven't played against Sync in a while. And that's great, Brian. I'm super excited. Like nothing about the game has changed. It's just FFG that we've had a problematic relationship with for a ridiculously long time is no longer supporting the game. Father, I love you, but you don't want to settle on my lap, so you can't hang out. I will pet you, though. I know you missed me, buddy. I would really love some money. Money is really good. I never got my chance. Well, maybe I will. Well, even if I win Worlds, it won't matter. I wanted to put myself onto a professor card. Going to HQ. We can start ditching some stuff. Offer you can't refuse. What is life? Alright, we're gonna ditch this. And we're gonna ditch that. I don't know. This is an experimental build. I was testing it out. I think Pad Tap might be a better 419 card. No, this is the free music from YouTube's library. The neat thing is since that's just a pop-up window, I can de-res that toll booth, which feels pretty good. Nah, you can just have that. I ain't playing that game. I am. Just haven't been playing it on stream. I don't get a lot of people on when I stream video games. Frostpunk's a lot of fun. Nice manager to just kind of like sit and sink your teeth into. I'm also really super excited for the DLC. Oh my god, finally a peddler. Oh, okay, so this is actually going to be pretty cool. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's go into HQ. Let's break that. Because we also get Pad Tap money for that. Feels pretty good. So now we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get another Maxwell James down. We'll get another Pad Tap down. And get another one of those down. We're going to hold one of our lovely... We don't need our real breakers yet. One of our lovely levies, just in case something wild and unexpected happens. But we can actually farm this pop-up for money, which I find really funny. That's interesting play we have here. We're running that is a easy mark for us now. Wild. Sea Source. Okay, good to know that that's in play. There you are, lovelies. We're gonna need to go for a reset probably sooner rather than later. We'll ditch that. And we'll ditch one Jabali. Beal? Does that just been a Beal that's been hiding there the whole time? Interesting. Okay. Hey. And we've actually somewhat closed the money gap, which is wild. They really don't like the pad taps. So they're going to close the money gap for us. We'll finish getting set up, and once they get rid of all three, we'll levy. I'm okay with it. Now, we still don't have any points, which is, of course, you know, a problem. That's what I wanted. I wanted to know where that was. I love Geist so much. Yeah, Brandon, I've been really impressed with Pad Tap. You earned it. Okay, so there's news teams in this deck. That's something important to keep in mind. And then next turn we'll get Dean Lister down, and then we'll levy. Okay. So let's go HQ. Alright. What are we doing with our lives? So the good news is they can't keep us out of anywhere now. Yeah. Yeah, old bitey boy. I wish we had ShadowNet in here. Yeah, give me that agenda. Thanks. I hope you know you can't stick that tag. I'll just beat that. Yeah, I'll wait for you to actually try to land the hard-hitting news. I'm not going to be dumb enough to burn on the lamb. Just money up. We've got a bit of a lock right now. Wizards, Lazar, Wizards did not re-up the license. Okay. All right. Off turn. We're gonna get the spy camera. Spy cam. They wanted more money, I would imagine, which is their prerogative. It's just not what we want. It's amazing to me how much this particular match has flipped. Like, we were super credit behind. Now we have a huge swing. We have a jacked up Amakua. Ooh, a Beal. Okay. In we go. We should be good to go here. Like, there's no counterattack ability for this deck against ours. We are, like, filthy rich. They have no cards. Or they have no credits. Next turn, we'll legwork that GFI out of there. Really, deck? I wonder. Let's get in there and sweep that hand. Or can hit it. Continue to hit garbage. Unreal. I mean, we can check that if it gets more advancements on it. But yeah, I think it's an NGO. I think that's the GFI. So let's see if this is the GFI. No, I got it. I can... Okay, so that's frustrating, but now we can just win. All right. Let's see how lucky we are. Let's play a corp game. What kind of wild shit do I got going on? Let's do SSO. That's a bad hand. I'm gonna throw that back into the abyss. And good luck. Have fun. So let's just hedge. Let's put Hoard'em out. Let's put Hoard'em out. Uh-oh. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine, actually. I feel like Exile would be a good identity if it said every time you install any card from the trash. I don't even think we need to mass com. I mean, 6 strength Ice Wall is pretty crappy for what they've got going on. No. Okay, so I think Lazar, we need to think of this not as like, well, is Netrunner gonna be remade by Wizards of the Coast or licensed by somebody else? I don't think that we can count on that. I think we have to think about how we are going to take this incredible engine and this incredible community that we've built and maintain it ourselves. You know, the groundwork is there. The A&R PC has already been in play for a while, right? We've already had things like King of Servers, King of Subways, My Charity Tournament, other various events that European and UK people have run. Like, we've got the tools we need. The only thing we really need to work on is how we're gonna keep everything fresh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and we don't need it to be remade. We need to frame our desire to keep this game going, not in whether or not a company is going to pick it up and support it for us, but what we're going to do to keep the community going. And, you know, something that I was thinking of over the weekend is, you know, we could do cycles where, you know, 2 cycles are legal at a time, right? Like that kind of deal. And, you know, cycle those around to keep the meta more fresh, or, you know, let people mix and match packs that they want to do, different formats, get more into drafting. You know, there's all sorts of things we can do. The good news is they're going to get this, but I'm pretty sure, depending on what they do with the rest of their turn, we can just kill them. No, Conquest had some fantastic mechanics. Yeah, like we will keep this game alive. I'm not concerned about that. Couldn't quite get there. Okay. Yeah, that could be tough. God, I got cat hair all over me. There's nothing for you. Hey, Steven, I saw you in there a little while back. By the way, welcome, welcome. Oh, no. I'm probably only gonna need one of these. One of the dedication ceremonies. Oh no. That's a bad joke, Zero. It's a bad joke. I don't like that. All right. Things are getting wildly out of hand. Give me another agenda. We see you. That's what we needed. And Golo's a really good card. Like a really good card. Come on, big money. Because I don't think they're running any kind of fast advance counter. Oh, I see the combo. Paperclip, Flame Out, and Exile. That's really cute. Bootleg Howards. I wonder if they have anything. I guess they're using the reclaims to create new versions of Flameout and pawning it. That's a really interesting engine. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. Let's draw. Let's make that even more ripped. Just get some money. We just need to draw an agenda. We can even fast track for an agenda now that we have double biotic. Yeah, this is an interesting combo they've built here. Like I said, I don't know if it's any good, but it's certainly really interesting. Nice. Nice job, Butterfingers. Well, Punitive is not worth anything anymore. So let's go ahead and get Mass Comm. And ditch Punitive, and we're just waiting on an agenda. And I'll just start pouring advancement counters into Colossus. It's a sad time, James, but we will make it work. And we have till September. We will figure it out. I have faith in this community. This is the greatest, like, most engaged gaming community I have ever been a part of. And I don't think that we're going to let this game just dwindle into nothing because a company that has given us kind of lukewarm prize support for the entirety of the game stopped giving us prize support and new cards. This is wild. I think we've got enough. We can just do it. It was ugly, but we did it. I don't know. That's really your choice. I'm not giving anybody... I'm not telling anybody else how to handle the situation as of yet. Because I don't know myself, to be completely honest. Alright, let's find another game. Just gotta stay positive. Gotta work with the people in your community. Talk to them. See what is gonna keep them engaged. And, you know, interact with other people in the community. Keep them engaged. Yeah, because, like, this community is not about FFG. It's about this. I don't know how well you can see this because it's catching the reflection of my monitors. But it's all these people. It's the content creators. It's the tournament organizers. It's everybody who shows up for a tournament. Everybody who goes out to dinner afterwards. Of course, now I'm not going to be able to get that back on the wall. So I'll put that over here for now. But Netrunner has never been FFG except for the cards. Everything that's been really exceptional about the community and all of my best memories don't come from FFG. They come from the community. But yeah, look at all these fine people. Got some pretty good people up in here. We got Ice Hedge Fund. We got Nobo. We've got Jesse Marshall. We got my boy Sanjay. We got a bunch of artists. Kenny, Sean Duncan, Boggs, Chris Dyer, Dean, Dan DiEugenio, V. Herman, Stephen Ball, Alex White. A bunch of really wonderful people who make this game great. Spags is on here somewhere. Nobody on there needed FFG to tell them how to make the game better. All my stuff just covered in cat hair. Come on. Alright. Apparently everybody wants to play Corp, so we will oblige them. Let's play Freedom. Time to dig, guys and girls. I think that's an Obicata. I was wrong. Fool me once. Another June bug? Nah, that's an agenda, yeah. Nah. Nah, dog. I mean, we're almost set up here. We just need to get this MK in the bin. Hey, we've got another Black Orchestra. And we're gonna have a much better chance at finding it now. Zero time! Zero time! Yeah, it's even your spelling. Nah. I mean, okay. Like, dude. So if our opponent is going through a lot of work to not lock us out, yeah, I don't even care. Let's go. Well, that could be problematic. Things could end up getting very problematic because we don't have a way to get Yusuf back now. All right. That's a good pull. Let's go in again. They hunter secret it. Get that shit out of here. Well, that's problematic. We know that there's a future perfect in there. What an interesting game we're having here. We're gonna try to ooh. Let's go R&D. We are working very hard. We're working hard for the money. Working hard for the money. We're having a rough time, kids. This is for all the marbles. Let's pay 0. Let's drain all your money. Let's go in again. Just drain it all. Now that that ice is gone, yep, that's game. We worked hard for that, and we earned that. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna go watch some anime with my wife and hang out. But everyone, we have a long time to the end. We have plenty of time to figure out what we're gonna do to keep the game fresh. I'm not concerned about us being able to organize tournaments or events. I'm not concerned about prize support because we've always been good at doing those types of things in this community. So I think we're gonna be just fine as long as we focus on the fun and we just keep doing what we've always been doing, which is bringing our own flair to this. Mox, thank you very much for the follow. Everyone, as always, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come hang out with me. If you have the ability to, take a look at on Twitch, maybe throw on me a subscription or some bits, helping me upgrade my camera equipment and everything that I'm going to be using to stream tournaments this summer. And until I see you all again, always be running.